So I hope it's no secret that I don't trust Sony independently with Spider-Man, live action Spider-Man to be specific, because the animated side of Spider-Man, they've done a tremendous job. I'll give credit where credit is due. Spectacular Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse were amazing films, but I've made videos about it before. People like to bring up the Raimi trilogy, and when they do, I refer them to this video of mine right here, where Sony showed their true colors after the financial upset of Spider-Man 2. Even though critically it was even better, they only cared about money, and that's why Venom was shoved into Spider-Man 3, which we all know how that turned out. Then we got the Amazing Spider-Man series, and I know people who love these movies, and I obviously feel a different way about them, so this isn't to disparage Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man or you, but those movies are the reason Spider-Man is even in the MCU in the first place. So when people voice their displeasure with MCU Spider-Man and they say they want him back at Sony, I'm appalled, like legit, since they have a streak of fumbling the bag since 2007. But this video isn't quite about that. No, this video is about So why did I choose to make this video? Because Venom has been, since his live action debut in 2007 in the Raimi trilogy, nothing more than a cash grab. In the Amazing Spider-Man series, from what very little we saw of him, he was a cash grab. And in 2018, he was again a cash grab. Sony didn't really have Spider-Man available at the time, considering he was just dusted in Infinity War, but also in a whole separate universe. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, an adjacent universe.
They may be different locations, but it will still all be in the same world, and they will be connected to each other.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
So Sony wised up and said, not only do we have Spider-Man, but we also do have his entire rogues gallery. People love Spider-Man. Who is like Spider-Man but not? Venom. Let's make a Venom movie with a well-known actor and see if we could use the clout of Venom and take advantage of people's sheer curiosity of just how the fuck a Venom movie would go and how it would go without Spider-Man, or have them so confused and wondering in the back of their minds if Spider-Man is actually ever gonna show up, to get enough asses in seats and turn $1. We don't even have to make the movie make sense. We don't even have to make the action look good. The villain can have a goal the whole fucking movie and completely abandon it at the end. It don't matter. All that matters is the paper. This is what Sony did in 2018, and now they're doing the exact same shit but worse in 2021.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
With Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Carnage is obviously a fan favorite from the comics and cartoons. Sony knows this. They know people have been wanting to see Carnage in live action for years and aren't really worried about doing the character any justice, which honestly isn't really that hard to do. He's a psychopath symbiote. So it's really just about making a good movie and putting him in good positions. But they're basically saying, okay, people know what a Venom movie looks like. It was ass. Our cards are up. Now we gotta think. We still can't use Spider-Man because he's kind of on the run right now. So let's use Carnage. Let's use the clout of this character to get asses in seats. That's literally all they're doing once more, except this time they're going further to insult your intelligence. Venom 2018 had a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes, roughly 2 hours and 10 minutes with the credits shaved off. And for the sequel, we're getting a runtime of 1 hour and 30 minutes, an hour and 20 basically. What the fuck is that? Actually, you know what that is? Studios will make a movie shorter so that when theaters get the movie, they can have more showtimes for it. Being that there is only a limited amount of times a movie can be played during a theater's hours of operations, so when a movie is shorter, that means you can play it more. Meaning, in theory, and if Sony is watching right now, this is probably going to cause them to go from 6 to midnight, but in theory, making more money. And I really don't give a fuck about what Sony's doing, but I care about y'all, so if y'all care about Venom 2, spoiler warning. I've heard the post-credit scene. It was leaked. It's no surprise. It's no secret. Even though Tom asked nicely, I just, I couldn't help myself. And it's basically of Eddie watching the news, and basically the Venom symbiote is supposedly going to get corrupted by the Carnage symbiote and now wants to kill. And on the news, it shows Peter Parker as Spider-Man from Far From Home and how he kind of like killed Mysterio and how he's outed now. And it's setting up Venom 3 basically to be Venom vs. Spider-Man. Awesome, right? No, fuck no, that's not awesome. These Venom movies fucking suck, and the universe sucks because they don't address anything that's going on in the MCU. The movie's just the story-wise, the characters, although I do love Tom Hardy and I like the relationship with the symbiote and the actual like aesthetic of Venom. He looks cool, look way cooler with the spider symbol and the patches on him, but that's just me and probably everybody else, but they don't give a fuck. And so that leads me to my next point. What if it's actually a good movie? Because there's movies that are that short that are really good, which is possible, but it's incredibly unlikely, guys. Let's just be honest, because Sony isn't concerned with making good movies. They only want money. Venom 2018 taught Sony that the clout that Spider-Man has himself can initially be rivaled by the clout his rogues gallery has from being his rogues gallery, and that they can use that and people's sheer curiosity on how this shit will even go down and if Spider-Man will ever show up. Any connective threads that might even lead to Spider-Man will make people bite and get asses in seats and therefore make them money. Again, if any of you are looking forward to Venom 2, I'm honestly happy for you. I wish I could be that happy for this movie. I just wish also you wouldn't spend your money on it because tickets ain't cheap, but fuck if I will ever tell any of you guys how to spend your hard-earned money. But me personally, I will not be watching this movie. They're not gonna get me like that. I'm not gonna be caught lacking like that. That's how I feel. If anything, I'll just watch a spoiler review when the movie comes out, or maybe I'll even Jack Sparrow the movie, who knows, but that's how I feel about it. That's why I'm not going to go see it. And honestly, when you think about it, this is how thirsty Sony is for money, because they pushed back Venom. They were gonna delay that shit even till next year. That was rumored, but really they did push it back. It was supposed to come out, I think, this week, honestly, but they pushed it back to October 15th. And then when Shang-Chi did well theatrically, it was like, oh shit, we can make money sooner? Let's move this bitch up. Let's get this money now before anything else changes. So that's exactly my point. They only care about money, and for a company to do that, that's fine, but don't do it with characters we actually give a fuck about and we want to see do good. Whenever I see Sony fumble the bag and use these characters that are fan favorites, I just die inside because I know that Marvel Studios could do such a better job with these characters. I know some of you people that are on Twitter and like to hate on MCU Spider-Man and all this shit will cringe at that or whatever. I could give a fuck less. That's just the fucking truth. You get a fucking CGI sludge fest and fucking just a shit ass story, just the stupidest plot ever, and you're okay with that? Fuck that, dude. MCU would take care of all these villains to the nth degree compared to what Sony is doing with them right now, which is basically shitting on them and shitting on all of us for going to go watch. That's just my opinion, guys. Let me know if any of you feel the same, or if you think I'm tripping about this and everything will be fine and it'll be a great movie. All opinions are welcome, I assure you. That's it. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want to subscribe, I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.